seems to really cut these thighs down.
Yeah.
This one, cut right off there.
Mm-hmm. You know, playing like this, I mean, I think he might have done it with a cheese cutter. This right shoulder blade is just a lump. It doesn't really correspond to anything.
Doesn't correspond to anything.
Except to the left-hand side of the belly. You know, the left-hand side is really pushing out.
Yeah. Well, it's extraordinary that it's cut in here. You know, it would be, you know, that hollow there. Seems,
Yeah. Well, he cut that, and then he put this back on top of it, and then he cut that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no anatomical explanation for that.
No, he wasn't. He'd stopped working from the model.
Yeah. But I mean, if you have a knowledge of anatomy, it's hard to disregard it so blatantly.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. He was pretty free.
Once the model had gone.
Yeah.
Not down.
I mean, I think the model had this very distinctive hump on his back. But I think this looks like he's describing a circular form here. You can even see marks, sort of like drawing marks, where he's distorted the line of the spine.
Yeah, because the spine here is coming up through here.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it jumps over to here.
Yeah.
Seems to make sense to come down through, come out this far. The neck disappears on this side.
Hmm?
His neck simply disappears. Here,
Yes,
doesn't it? You know.
there are these two holes that are really, you know,
These.
he really excavated those two places.
Yeah.
And it seems to me that he very likely was trying to find the armature in order to change the shape, the direction of the head. I never noticed before how small the left shoulder is, the muscle of the left shoulder in relation to the right.
Mm-hmm.
He's not thinking about these as arms anymore. He's thinking about this as a mass with sub-masses in it.
Yeah.
Well, having said it doesn't need arms, then it becomes, you know, something completely different. You're liberated.
It is fascinating, though, isn't it, that you do not miss the arms somehow.
No, you know, and it looked like when he finished, it looked like the picture.
And
so then he could have worked really fast, you know. It doesn't take long to take off big areas with a knife.
Right, but the sense that he'd worked on it for so long, you'd think he'd had some investment in keeping what he'd done, you know, he just threw it out.
Yeah, so
Same
it's
time.
interesting that he kept that photograph, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would have been like the first stage of Jeanette, one of the Jeanette heads, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he made a thing about keeping the photograph, and then changed it completely.
It is astonishing, and I mean, the more one looks at it, the more astonishing it becomes, and at the same time, it grows in impact.
Yeah.
I mean, the overall impact of the thing is tremendous, but once you begin to kind of interrogate it in any kind of detail, it's astonishing.